Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. We are working to make our Sun series more interesting, interactive and easy to understand for our students, and this video will be a valuable resource not only for students but for teachers and parents as well, and will help you to understand the concepts more easily. As you know, the book which we are doing is the English book for grade 5, and till now we are done with 3 units. On the first part, let's see the competencies according to our curriculum: oral communication skills, listening and speaking, reading and critical thinking skills, vocabulary and grammar, and writing skills. But the competencies break up with respect to this book includes oral communication skills, listening and speaking, reading and critical thinking skills, aspects of language and writing skills. So this is unit 4 of this book, and the name of the unit is A Memorable Day at the Farmhouse. And in this unit, we are supposed to do 12 different SLOs. Moving forward, let's see competency-wise concepts. In oral communication skills, we are going to look at 2 concepts, reading and critical thinking skills, 2 concepts, aspects of language, 5 concepts. In writing, we are going to look at 1 concept. So in reading and critical thinking skills, we are going to look at some question and answers, then summary and gapped summary. You are supposed to listen to the reading of the paragraph very carefully.
A memorable day at the farmhouse. "Good evening, Grandpa," greeted Fatima as she entered the house. Grandpa hugged her and said, "Good evening, Fatima. How was your trip to the farmhouse?" "It was awesome. I had a wonderful time there," exclaimed Fatima. "But I missed Kashaf a lot. She couldn't experience this amazing trip. I am also worried that I may forget the fond memories of this trip, which I might be unable to share with Kashaf," added Fatima. "You can record all your memories in your personal diary," suggested Grandpa.
Moving forward, it's time to answer some questions. Question number 1 is, where did Fatma go on a trip? What was the place, my dear kids? Then, what is a personal diary? Now, this is an open-ended question, and her grandfather also summarized it, that what is a personal diary? Your personal diary have your personal experiences, what you do the whole day, where you go, what you have eaten, what you did, what were your activities. So your personal diary highlight all of your personal details. The next question is, what did Fatma pick at the farmhouse? What did she pick up? And in the last question, you are supposed to write a paragraph on the topic, what is the best vacation you have ever been on? So you are going to select a vacation, which was the best one and why it was the best one. You are going to write all the details in a form of a paragraph. Moving forward, we are going to look at a mind map. As we have discussed earlier, our mind map has some important details. But now what we are going to do, we have a paragraph. Read the text below and underline the important points. You are going to do that in 2 steps. First, you are going to read the paragraph, then you are going to underline the important details, and after underlining them, then you are going to add them in the mind map given below. So this paragraph is about a girl, Fatma, went to the farmhouse with her father. She saw many farm animals there. Her father told her that these animals needed a lot of care. They were provided with clean water and fresh fodder. Besides, their living areas were cleaned daily. Fatma enjoyed the ride of the beautiful horse whom she called Sultan. So you are going to underline the important points: where Fatma went, what did she saw, what her father told her. Important details should be underlined, and then you are going to come to the second part. Fill in the given mind map by adding information you have underlined above. So the underlined information will be added in the mind map given over here. Moving forward, here we have a gapped summary. Gapped summary means there are some gaps, and in these gaps, you are going to fill up some words, and the words are already given. So you are going to read the text and adjust these words in this text. The words are grab, beautiful, orchard, friendly, stable, and mangoes. I am going to read the first sentence for you, and the other part of the paragraph you are going to do on your own. Fatma went to the dash in the farmhouse. Now look at a suitable word. Yes, here will come orchard. She found trees loaded with dash, her favorite fruit. So what fruit is here? Yes, mangoes. And this way you are going to read the rest of the paragraph and add the other words in the blanks. Moving forward, we have a homework. It's time to think, my dear kids, and you are supposed to search the internet for that. You are going to search the internet and read the benefits of different farm animals like a cow, sheep, goat, etc. and write down some important benefits in your notebook. So you are going to surf the internet, find out about them, search about them, and write their benefits in the form of points in your notebook. Moving forward in oral communication skills, we are going to look at some diphthongs, request and respond to requests. So now, my dear kids, what are diphthongs? We have done that before many times. A diphthong is a blend of two vowel sounds. Okay, listen to it carefully. When we blend two vowel sounds in a single syllable, it starts with one vowel and moves towards the other one. The sound of both the vowels merge with each other. Let's see some examples. Read the given sentences and pronounce the diphthongs. The word is round. Now OU is making ow sound. She bought a new lunchbox. I reached the playground. In reached, E and A is making E sound and O and U is making ow sound. So these are diphthongs when two vowels come together. Moving forward, you are going to read the given sentences and circle the diphthongs. Read the sentences given below and just circle the diphthongs in them. Let's see the first one. She threw a ball to me. So here in threw, we have E and W coming together. You are going to encircle that because this is a diphthong. And in the same way, you are going to identify the rest of the diphthongs and encircle them. Moving forward, you are going to read the given sentences and circle the diphthongs, which we have just discussed in the last slide. Here, there is a dialogue going on between Farhan and Ammar. Listen to the dialogue very carefully.
I'm new in this area. Could you please tell me where the nearest grocery store is?
Sure, it's near from here. You need to walk 5 minutes straight ahead on this road. It will come on your right hand next to the petrol station.
In aspects of language, my dear kids, we are going to look at some word meanings, anagrams, gender nouns, sentence structure, and capitalization. So read the given words with their meanings. We have exclaim, to say something suddenly and loudly. Motivate, to make somebody want to do something. Stable is a place where horses are kept. Peck, to move the beak forward quickly and bite something, just like the birds do. Grab, to take or hold something or somebody. Moving forward, we have anagrams. Anagrams are so interesting, my dear kids. An anagram is a word that is made by arranging the letters of another word in a different order. So when we have a word like team, we rearrange the letters and team can become meat. Then we have deer. Again, we have rearranged the letters and it will become reed. Night will become thing. Earth will become heart. So here you are going to make anagrams on your own. I am going to pick up a random one. Okay, let's pick up care. Let's rearrange the letters of care. So we can make race, R, A, S, and silent vowel E at the end. This way you can make anagrams just by rearranging the letters and form a new word. Moving forward, we have gender nouns. As you know, what are gender nouns? Masculine, feminine, and neuter nouns. So masculine nouns are used for men, boys, and male animals, while feminine nouns are used for women, girls, and female animals, and neuter nouns are used for neither a male nor a female, used for things. So, gender nouns over here, read the story below and answer the following questions. A boy named Moz went to a restaurant with his mother and father. His elder sister later joined them with her husband and son. So this short paragraph has some masculine and feminine. Let's see what you are going to do with them. They were assisted to their table with a waitress. They ordered food which was served hot within 20 minutes by the waiter. After they had eaten their food, Moss took his nephew to the patio of the restaurant. There he showed him a Chinese hen and a rooster. In a nearby pond, they saw a gander and a geese teaching their gooselings how to swim. So the little nephew enjoyed the time with his uncle. Moss gave him a goodie bag filled with sweets and chocolates. By the time they came back, the bill had been paid. The family greeted each other before leaving. So this paragraph is stuffed with lots of masculine, feminine and neuter nouns. You are going to take out them. Like in the first one, you are going to write any three masculine nouns like uncle, nephew and so on. Then which animal did Moss show to his nephew? Sort out these animals into masculine and feminine. Now gander and geese. Gander is masculine and geese is feminine. Then which type of gender nouns are sweets and chocolates? What do you think? Yes, they are neuter nouns because they are things. And find any three feminine and neuter nouns in the text and write them. Now it is so easy. There are so many feminine and neuter nouns and you are just supposed to find any three of them and write in these boxes given below. Moving forward, we have sentence structure. As you know, whenever we write a sentence, there is a proper structure of it. Let's see what the structure says. A simple sentence has a subject, a verb and an object. Sentences can have two objects, sometimes direct object and indirect object. Now there is a little difference, a new thing over here. Whenever we are talking about object, there are two types of objects, direct object and indirect object. Let's see the difference. Subject, somebody or something that performs an action. Verb, shows an action. Now indirect object, a noun or pronoun for whom the action is done. If the action is being done for somebody else, then that is an indirect subject. Now that is an indirect object. And direct object, whoever or whatever receives an action directly. So the person who is doing the direction directly, that is a direct object. And if it is done for somebody else, that is an indirect object. Let's see the difference using some examples. Read the given sentences and notice their structure. Subject plus verb plus direct object. Salma writes a poem. Then what is the next difference? Subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. The teacher gave Sara the best student award. Now there is an indirect object and a direct object. Sentence with direct object. Faisal built a house. My brother made French fries. Fatma drew a picture. But with indirect object, my uncle gave me a storybook. My mother made the children a cake. She is making cake for children, okay, for some other people. Mr. Umair bought his daughter a new doll. So that is how we use indirect objects in the sentences. Moving forward, you are going to write 5 sentences using direct and indirect objects, which we have just studied. Here we have capitalization. We have done that before. And where we use capitalization, my dear kids? On the start of the sentences, on the start of the proper nouns, and proper nouns are names of person, places, animals, or any things as well. Rewrite the following sentences using correct capitalization in your notebook. I am going to do the first sentence for you. The school had arranged a speech competition on Kashmir Solidarity Day. So the T of the will be capitalized and the important day, Kashmir Solidarity Day. The alphabets of these words will also be capitalized. And this way you are going to do the rest of the sentences. Moving forward in writing, what we are going to learn today, how to write a descriptive paragraph. So as the name indicates, a descriptive paragraph describes someone or something in detail. And when we are talking about description, what we use some describing words like adjectives. So a descriptive text describes unique characteristics of a person. It tells us the detailed physical description of the face, clothes, height, etc. and personality traits such as habits, attitudes of a person. Now, this description is specifically about a person. Whenever you are writing a descriptive paragraph about a person, first you are going to describe him physically and then you are going to write about the habits and attitudes as well. Let's see. Complete the given information about your father, date and place of birth, family members, school and college life, hobbies, interests, career and profession. Whenever you write all the details in it, you are going to form a nice descriptive paragraph on your father. Now, after that, you are going to write a descriptive paragraph about your father using information above in the notebook. That is why we have gathered all the information that afterwards we can write a nice descriptive paragraph about our beloved father. So lastly, in creative writing, you are going to write the paragraph on your favorite sports. Also explain why you like it. First, you are going to highlight your favorite sports, but you are going to reason that why you like it. Dear students, that is all with this unit. I am going to meet again with another unit and another set of concepts. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.